Hello and welcome. You are watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Deepika Lingdor bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Carefully chosen words, always considering that they have consequences and without forgetting that social networks are virtual places, but that the people who meet there are real. For the 4th birthday of the Manifesto of the 10th Principles on Ethics of Online Exchanges, Cube Radio, the academic broadcaster of the Salesian University Institute Venice IUSVE, has relaunched the manifesto on the social network Clubhouse. And at the opening of Lent, Cube Radio also announced the launch of the Singular via Crucis Online. The Department of Mechanics of the Salesian Institute of Pamplona in Sariguren, as part of a project carried out in collaboration with the NGOs Aberta El Mundo Medicine and Ayuda e Conte de Nores, has produced 2 special incubators intended for premature infants of Cape Verde. It all started last September when Dr. Pablo Sanchez, an engineer at the Public University of Navarre, UPNA, and volunteer of Aberta El Mundo Medicine, visited the Salesian school to present to the students of the Department of Mechanics a project for the manufacture of incubators for developing countries. The IN3 project, in truth, was designed as early as 2014 with the ambitious aim of spreading on the internet indication and projects for free access incubator and open hardware so that those who wish to create valid incubators for babies born prematurely. Among the many organizations active in Ethiopia, there are also Salesian works that for a long time have been provided concrete support with actions that look to the medium-long term and that materialize in a plan aimed at bringing benefits not only to young people directly interested in schooling courses, but to the whole country. What about today? In the face of a pandemic that is still putting a strain on the nation and the recent conflict in the north of the country between rebels and the national government, what are their needs? From the Fondazione Opera Don Bosco Onlus, based in Milan, comes an appeal. Together, we support the right to study and promote vocational training. It is 1960s when a shop for religious objects overlooks the courtyard of Voldoko, Casa Madre of the Salesian congregation. It comes from a very beautiful intuition. Even then, there are pilgrims and missionaries as well. All of them are eager to bring to their lands of origin or mission objects that tell and remember the presence of Mary Help of Christians and Don Bosco. From this intuition comes a service that still lasts and today expands to reach the web. In fact, the site has also been very active for very recently. On January 29th and 30th, the youth collective Shevaroy Hills Don Bosco SDBYC organized the first edition of the Don Bosco Football Rolling Trophy football tournament on the initiative of the young people of Manjakutai, one of the villages located in the hills of the area. The tournament was attended by 30 teams with professional referees from the District Football Association. The intention is to organize every year near the Feast of Don Bosco a football tournament named after the saint of the young at work Don Bosco Retreat and to establish an organizing committee. The goal is to involve more and more teams, attracting young people from the area of football in order to improve their skills after continuous motivation, team spirit, and encourage talented young people to carry out studies related to sports. The tournament culminated with the Feast of Don Bosco. On 13th and 14th February at the Don Bosco Iringa, the Youth Festival was celebrated on the theme of the Strana 2021 of the Rector Major, Moved by hope, behold, I make all things new. The community of the Salesian Institute Don Bosco Rancibile of Palermo, despite the difficult moment due to the pandemic, she has worked to keep alive the activities started previously according to the rules provided by the various DPCM: basketball, volleyball, football, archery, martial art, Wang Rangdo, group dances, guitar, rhythmic gymnastics, modern dance, capoeira, postural gymnastics, and piano. In accordance with the provision of the various decrees, the various activities are carried out outdoors with the maintenance of the safe distance in order to offer children the opportunity to grow and develop their passion in a Salesian and safe educational environment. In addition, training meetings are held in the oratory to reflect on one's faith and belonging to a community, ensuring spiritual and human growth inspired by Don Bosco. Another initiative carried out by the Institute is School Recovery, through which students in difficulty are taught a valid, effective method of study for learning. On 9th and 10th February, the 14th meeting of the attention teams of the Salesian Network of Don Bosco Houses of Peru, RSCDB, took place on the Zoom platform. The annual joint training meeting between Salesian and lay professionals took place with the aim of strengthening and implementation and systemization of network house management in order to develop more personal Christian and human training processes. The event was directed by John Jose Valdivia, RSCDB National Coordinator, with the speeches of Don Manuel Cayo, Superior of the Province of Peru, PER, who presented the Strena 2021 of the Rector Major. Father Martin Cipriano, Provincial Delegate for Youth Pastoral Care, who shared the situation, criteria and guidelines for pastoral animation in the context of COVID-19, and Father Rafael Bejarano of the Dicastery for the Youth Pastoral Care, Referent for Social Works of the Inter-America and South Cone region, who presented the theme, Salesian Social Works, a contribution to integral human development with the pedagogy of Jesus. On the sidelines of the 59th session of the United Nations Commission on Social Development, the Coalition of Religious for Justice promoted an event co-sponsored by the Salesian representation to the United Nations entitled Serving Through the Digital Divide, Testimony of a Catholic Religious Woman on the Role of Digital Technology in Social Inequalities. The event featured Sister Elena Saavedra of the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians FMA, who presented the work done by Salesian nuns in Ecuador and Colombia during the pandemic to reduce the digital divide, the gap between those who have access and familiarity with digital technologies and those who are not, providing access to education for the marginalized through digital technologies. Thus appeared in 1932 the printing laboratory of the Salesian College Leon 13. In the image currently kept in the Provincial Historic Center of Bogota, you can see some students working in the machine section. International Asperger's Day is celebrated on February 18. This day aims to raise awareness among the population, promoting knowledge of the specific disorder of the autism spectrum, which manifests itself on the earliest stages of development. Understanding and welcoming Asperger people is the task of a whole family of society, from family members to teachers, from schoolmates to educators. Salesian Missionary House, Hong Kong, 2nd February 2021. Just 1 month after the wonderful COVID-19 pandemic struggle-inspired Christmas script, Brother Paul Lee, 86 years old, with his team, was able to share another wonderful gift for the feast of St. John Bosco. In the portico of the Formation House, there is now a very lively large decoration on the last 5th missionary dream of Don Bosco, Barcelona, April 9th to 10th, 1886. The video narrative by Brother Paul and his large dream landscape helps everybody understand the content of this Don Bosco global mission dream with the line from Valparaiso, Chile, through the heart of Africa, Madagascar and India up to the heart of China. Rule for Holy Week celebration in the time of the pandemic. The Divine Worship Congregation indicates provision to be observed in the celebration rites of this central moment of the liturgical year. The decree of 25th March 2020 remains valid. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.